We won't have the right answer.
We don't want to be the know-it-all.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
When they learn to speak up, it helps them recognize what they're actually thinking instead of ignoring what's going on.
It's important to learn to be open about our own feelings instead of just being the advice giver and listener. If all I ever do is listen, then someday I'll regret the things I never said.
A turning point for me was when I knew I could hurt someone real bad by telling them. It sounded like a screech from Schrodinger's candy box with poisonous claws. I didn't know what would happen until that box opened. That's when I knew I needed to control my feelings.
The kind of speaking that I hold back is sometimes what I really want to say, but I'm too scared or too self-conscious to actually say it. To say what I actually want to say. Whenever someone starts talking how they see things different than I do, I end up swallowing my own words because it's better to walk away than disturb the peace.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
We have to hold back. We have to hold back hateful speech.
Shouldn't we bite our tongues if we know speaking will make things worse or uncivil?
Shouldn't we step out and speak up when we know something isn't right?
A turning point for me was seeing my friends and loved ones being oppressed. No, being hurt by the current world around them. Their sadness made me hurt. Then it made me wake up, realizing being not racist, not homophobic is not enough. I felt like my voice became louder as I realized my voice was going to be used to speak out against injustice.
While she was out of the house and he was alone with their kid, they got into another argument. It led to a lot of things that ultimately ended in her finally leaving him for good.
It straight up sounded like a shout. Everything leading up to that point had been a whisper because she had been silenced for years. Coming home to him that day, everything inside of her was yelling to get out.
We are holding back some of our most controversial opinions because we dislike confrontation.
Because we want someone else to speak so we don't have to.
We won't have the right answer.
We don't want to be the know-it-all.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
When did you first know how angry you were?
I was never angry with her, ever.
I didn't say you were angry with Lee. I asked if you knew you were angry.
I loved her before we dated, when we dated, after we dated. I still love her.
I know you did, but when we lose someone suddenly, we grieve. It's how we know we loved them. A part of grief is anger. Well, it is for most of us.
Well, I wasn't angry with her.
With Melanie, then?
No.
Or with Lee's parents?
Maybe. Maybe with the whole town.
Okay, so just a little bit of anger.
Yeah, I guess I was angry.
So was angry. Past tense.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it would have been different if I'd still been living at home when it all happened, but since I was here, except for the funeral and stuff.
You were still a freshman, so 18?
I was 19. It was near the end of my freshman year, the semester after the presidential election, and everything was surreal. It was totally surreal.
And you didn't go home for the summer?
Tom and Viv wanted me to come home, but I had an internship lined up. They never expected me to stay in a small town forever. Mom and Dad never actually lived there, so... You know I'm not angry with Tom and Viv, right? I'm really not.
They loved your mom and dad as much as you did.
And they made a home for me, a real home. Home sweet home, or whatever that means. Honestly, they were the best thing that happened to me after Mom and Dad were gone. It was never a bad place to live. I had friends, Rob and her, but she was with Melanie, so I liked school.
How often did you talk with Lee? After you started college, I mean.
We talked. We were definitely still friends, but she was with Melanie, so
You're checking your phone.
what? Oh, I'm sorry. I think she stopped reaching out and I just didn't notice. I should have reached out to connect with her and I didn't.
Even when you're a trained professional, you don't always see the signs.
Yeah, well, I should have. I should have said something.
What should have you said, Will? What did you want to say?
Anybody there?
Are you okay?
Where are you at?
Wait, they actually said what?
I'm here.
Anybody there?
All I'm saying is he doesn't have to buy all these groceries. I can buy my own food.
Babe, he's a good roommate and even better friend. Don't take everything so personally.
Whoa, wait. Are you two talking about me again?
Here's the thing, Bruce Wayne. You have plenty of money. We know this. But you don't have to buy food for me and Brad.
Speak for yourself, Robbie. I love free food. Will is an excellent roommate.
Look, you're basically my brother, dude. In fact, no, Robert, you are better than any brother because I don't have to share your slightly sketchy genes.
Hey!
And if I want to buy food for the whole apartment.
Well, this is awkward. County majors dislike conflict. I'm gonna go see if the mail's here.
It's not my fault that I have a college fund, and it doesn't make you any less of a person if you just eat the food that's in the cabinets.
Speaking of fine dining, are you taking the lovely Anna out to dinner again?
You know I am. You're just trying to change the subject.
Where are you taking her?
I don't know yet. Got me a soda?
Did you actually call her this time? Or did you make her ask you out again?
Does it matter?
You want to talk about it?
No, I'm happy to share all of my feelings about dating again. But why don't you start? Go ahead. Spill all of your deeply hidden feelings about your dad.
Fair enough, bro.
Mail's here. We got an electric bill, junk. Ooh, yes, a rebate check. And then another one of those letters that look like
Thank you.
I'll take that one.
Junk, and junk.
I always thought I'd say something if I was strongly offended.
If I don't think my ideas are good or I'm afraid of sounding stupid, I just don't say anything.
Most of the time I just say what I think the other person wants to hear. I know that's wrong. I know it is, but sometimes I don't want things to get worse and I get scared. The next thing you know, my throat snaps shut like it's been strangled.
Okay, people, in 2 minutes, there's a round of Speed Uno starting right over there. Up to 10 players. If you want to play, you gotta ante up. Today's ante is up to my lovely new assistant manager, the positively energetic Sapphire.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us something boring about yourself. I'll start. I like cats. Anna, you in?
Let me grab my coffee first.
Got time for one game before I head out, and I love dreamsicles.
I am currently drinking mango tea, and y'all better watch out because I own this game.
All right, then. I have my gallbladder taken out the day after I went to a concert in Kansas City.
I only sleep clockwise.
I only sleep counterclockwise. Rob and I are not playing. We just wanted to share.
Okay, fine. Does everyone remember the rules for speed play?
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Ah, Danny, I didn't think you were coming in.
You have the schedule for next week. I'm not here to work. It's just Joe's waiting in the car.
Of course, it's right here. I was going to post it on the schedule app later today.
Jesus, no, are you crazy?
You can't draw a
Yeah,
scorecard like
do
that,
that.
Hunter.
Wrong with that.
Danny, are you okay?
I'm okay. It's just this isn't what we talked about. I said Mondays and Wednesdays are when I have classes this semester, and Joe wants me home more in the evening.
No, you said that Mondays and Wednesdays were the days you still wanted to work.
Danny, come on. You said you were coming right back out. Martin's waiting in the car.
Hey, Joe.
Hi. Can you tell your sister to hurry and get her ass out here? I've got shit to take care of.
5 more minutes. Drive around the block, and I'll be right out.
Fine. And Danny, bring me a Red Bull or something, would you?
Sorry, Oliver. Joe thinks that because you own this place and I'm your sister that we get anything free.
Good thing we're not selling beer. And he knows I don't stock Red Bull. Just coffee drinks. Do you want to give him a cappuccino?
I don't know. He's been in such a bad mood this past semester that no matter what I bring him, he'll hate it. Jesus. Joe has never been like this before, and I don't know how to talk to him.
Do you want
Ollie,
to...
is there any way that you can fix the schedule before you send it out this week? I am truly sorry for the mix-up. I really am. It's just, I'm trying to get everything straight. Joe wants me home more in the evenings, and it's just harder than I thought.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Maybe you can find a time to give me a break in the next couple of weeks because, dang, I'm living 24/7 in this game shop right now.
Sorry. You're the best.
Ugh, well, that's a freaking hot mess.
Was that Danny? I was gonna say hi.
Her husband was in a hurry. Apparently, he has a stick up his butt. Needs to get it removed.
Hi, Saf. I'm heading out. I got a date.
It was good to see you, Anna. It's been too long.
You too, girl. Congrats on a new job, Mrs. Assistant Manager. I'll see ya.
Say hi to
Will?
Right. Oh, Anna, they're supposed to decide about that internship with the botanical garden soon.
I know. I've been anxious all week. Gotta run.
Sapphire, can you check on the restrooms?
Yep. And I'll finish boxing up the shipment in the back room and drop it off at FedEx after my shift.
Having an assistant manager is going to make a big difference. My sister's the best, but she's dealing
Annie's
with...
got a lot going on right now. Don't worry, I got you.
Rob, can I ask you something?
The answer is yes. Yes, you are a math nerd.
Of course I am. It's about the letters you keep getting from Lebec County Prison.
What?
It was a ruse. I had a red.
Wait, what?
Bro!
Maybe not right now.
All right. I'm going to ask about Will. Why is it such a big deal that Will is dating again?
That was nice work with the air quotes, by the way. You're rocking the nerd status. There was a girl. It ended very badly. Will blame himself. The rest is personal, and it's in the past. Old news.
Finished. Kaput.
Over and done.
Yes, I can totally tell. It is absolutely in the past.
All right, my friends. Hunter has left the building. Peace.
He's in a good mood.
Hunter's always in a good mood when he wins. That fool hasn't changed one bit since freshman year. Adios, amigos.
See ya, Charlie. Hunter is definitely a fool, but he's our fool. Holy crap. Melanie? Hey.
Wow. Hi, Robert. It's good to see you.
You too. I haven't seen you since the 2 years. So I've never seen you here before.
I decided to try their coffee. They have a new app. There was a coupon.
This is my boyfriend, Brad. Brad, this is Melanie from...
Melanie from back home. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Listen, Rob, I am running so late. I really just need to grab my things and
Yeah, of
go.
course.
Hi, Melanie. I'm Sapphire. I'm in your Tuesday class.
Of course, Sapphire. Hey, did you get yesterday's lab turned in okay? I haven't checked in to grade those yet.
Oh, no worries. You're an awesome TA, by the way. I love your class. I just wanted to know about that internship at the Botanical Gardens. Have decisions been made yet?
Actually, I just sent those emails out, so check your inbox.
Awesome! Yeah, I should have. I'll check on that right now.
Rob, it was really good to see you. Say hi to Will for me.
Well, that doesn't look like a happy face.
Thank you for applying. Great pool of applicants, blah, blah, blah. We're not choosing you.
Better luck next time, kiddo.
I knew Anna was going to get it even before I read the letter. They always pick Anna.
That would be Will's Anna, right?
You're right. Overachiever falls for overachiever. Match made in heaven.
Well, speaking of letters that upset people, so you get a letter every Thursday from the prison. And all I'm going to say is that if you trust me, you're going to have to tell me about it eventually.
Right.
Are you worried about money?
What? Oh, you mean what I said to Will? No, it's not a money thing. That's just... Here's the deal. Will is better than me at everything. He really is like my brother, but everything comes easy to him. He's smart, he's got money, and his aunt and uncle are the perfect parents.
Yeah, but you're fun and you're fierce and everyone likes you, especially me. And it's because you're so much more attractive than Will is.
You're a really good boyfriend.
Damn straight I am.
You know those things you're not supposed to say out loud? The mommy, look at that fat lady stuff? That was me. I was that kid. When I was in middle school, I was always calling everybody out. Hey, he cheated. Stop acting like a jerkwad. I had no filter. I tell it like it is, right? At school anyways. It only was different. We never said what anything really was. Dad was drunk off his ass, so we said, Dad's not feeling well today. Mom was always fine. You okay, Mom? Yeah, I'm fine, honey. She wasn't fine. My dad wasn't a mean drunk. He was just pathetic. You don't trot that out on bring your parents to school day. By the time I was in high school, both my brother had moved out and my dad lost his job in a series of layoffs. Big surprise. Still, I was the funny guy. I was the guy who could tell it like it is. Straight up. But how do you come out and say, yeah, the repo man came yesterday and took my mom's car? That's the day Dad lost it. He was angry, and for the first time, I could see him getting violent. So I told him. I told him what it's like for us. Come on, Dad. Every damn day you come home drunk. You're a goddamn loser and you disgust me. You better watch this whole family burn to the ground and actually get your shit together. Maybe. In the back of my mind, I thought this little speech was going to give him this life-altering new perspective. That afterward, we could all just hug it out as a family. But in the middle of the night, I had to drag my mom outside because the house was literally on fire. Firefighter was carrying my dad to the ambulance. I couldn't see his face though. Maybe it was this layer of ash covering him. Or maybe I didn't want it to be real. I didn't want any of it to be real. I guess people don't change because you tell them to. They only change when they know how much they really fucked up. No one's the whole truth of this, except for Will. It's like a miracle, but Tom, Will's uncle, was actually able to keep the worst stuff out of the newspaper, which was nice for him to, you know, care about a stupid kid who doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
That was amazing.
Dessert?
I love dessert, but only
If
well, yeah. I know that this is new, but we've known each other for 3 years, and we even had the classes together this semester.
And 3 great group projects.
Who doesn't love a group project? For real, Will. I really, really, really don't want to be that girl who says like, okay, wait, starting over. As a girl, I don't know if you know this, but as a girl, you're always at the mercy of your friends. I mean, my friends are starting to repeat the, oh my gosh, you guys start kids together, like, what are you? And I'm like, we're human beings. And they say, but what are you to each other?
No. Oh God, this is that define the relationship moment, isn't it? Seriously, and I was enjoying this evening so much.
And I was enjoying all our time together.
But hold on a minute, because I thought I was being subtle about my totally dysfunctional dating skills. Sorry about the clinking.
I told you all about my internship, probably more about than you wanted to know. You know, my sisters, the time I cussed out my cross-country coach.
That you love to start books, but you don't finish them. You once traveled to Africa all by yourself, and you're usually the hardest working person in the room.
So you were paying attention. I just want to know a little bit about you, yes?
Anna, it's hard for me to talk about. Okay, the thing is, it's hard for me to.
Hey, I get it. I know what it's like when you don't know when or how to say something. I understand if you're not ready to do that. I just want you to know that I am ready for when you want to
define
this relationship.
Wow.
For what it's worth, I have never wanted to get to know another person this much. I do know you're from a small town, right?
Yes, and no. I'm not from there, but I moved there when I turned 13 to live with my Aunt Vivian and Uncle Tom. My parents died in a car accident. Drunk driver. They were amazing. Tom and Viv. I mean, Mom and Dad too, but in different ways. I mean, I had 2 sets of parents, and both of them were awesome. They were just really different. Does that sound weird? It's always hard. The first time that I tell someone, it's so awkward.
No, it's not awkward. You know, it may not look like it on the outside, but I got my own shit too. I totally get the first time you tell somebody something thing.
I cannot believe you just said shit.
See what I mean? Insides don't always match the outsides. Actually, so you liked living in a small town?
I did not like living in a small town, but I loved home, and I had friends, really good friends. I always liked school stuff. My parents were both teachers, so.
So that's where you met Robert? No, I like Robert. He's weird. But I like weird. I mean, I am majoring in bugs.
That's good. I mean, it's good that you like weird.
William, I definitely like weird. Tell me about your other friends.
It was me, Robbie, and Lee.
Seriously? Lee? Wait. Lee or Lee-I-G-H? Lee girl, Lee boy? Because I'm a Lee. Lee is my middle name. I mean, Anna Lee. It's what my grandma calls me, Anna Lee. Will, are you okay? What did I say?
It's not you, Anna. It's just, I'm sorry. Would it be okay if we head home?
To be honest, there are so many mixed messages about this. Never overshare, but always be completely honest.
I love it when my parents or teachers ask what I think. I tell them what I think, and they clearly did not hear a word I said.
Oh, please. They were never listening.
And some things you are never allowed to say because the woke police will gut you over it.
The words inside your head are eating you from the inside out. And as sure as Jon Favreau is a genius, someday those words inside your head are going to bust out and spew poison everywhere, like a creature from outer space.
How was it? Dude, I have no idea. I like her. I acted like an idiot, so she probably wants nothing to do with me. She asked about my friends from back home, and I just froze.
Like a scaly armadillo in the middle of the road. Oh yeah, that's my best friend right there. Tell about your folks?
I think I did. That went as well as it always does. Awkward. God, I don't even remember what I said, but I think it involved stammering.
Probably sounded better than when Brad asked about my father, who is currently incarcerated, which is worse than stammering, by the way.
What? Wait, you told your boyfriend about your dad?
No, I actually didn't.
Okay. You want part of this?
Probably. What is it?
Beef bourguignon.
Smell like beef stew.
That is what I said.
Except you said in Italiano.
French.
God, you're pretentious.
And yet, look at you devouring my pretentious food.
What are friends for?
And I got this great internship. She just found out today.
Yeah? She graduates in May?
She does. Double major, biology and business administration. She's that awesome. So, guess what this botanical garden project of hers is all about?
Plants. No, slugs.
No. Although, I'm not surprised you would say that.
Composting. Earthworms. Dirt. I'm really lucky my best friend never finishes dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how can you talk about slugs while you're eating?
What? It's not like I'm eating slugs.
Butterflies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At the botanical gardens? Anna's internship. She's designing a butterfly garden.
Holy crap. That's cool. So that's a thing?
It is absolutely a thing. When she was telling me about it, I flashed back onto that painting from senior year.
Oh. Lee's painting. Lee's butterfly painting.
Yeah.
I don't even like art, but God,
it was purely.
I'm sorry, man. I miss her too. You're not gonna give up on Anna, are you?
No, I'm definitely not giving up. And I really like Brad, Rob.
I know, right? Who would have thought I had a great boyfriend with my family?
Well, you're not your family, man.
Brad asked about the letters from the prison.
You're not your family.
Jury's still out on that. Hey, Will, I think that she gave the butterfly painting to Melanie. I think Melanie has Lee's painting, if you ever wanted to.
I know. I'm going to bed. Oh, guess who the graduate assistant is on Anna's internship project?
Melanie? Well, shit. Good thing you have a good counselor, bro.
The first time I was in a butterfly garden, I literally thought that the flowers were flying.
The mommy butterfly lays her eggs on the leaves that her babies will need to eat. But she's not the one who takes care of them. The eggs are adopted by ants who become the foster parents while the eggs are still developing. Yes, that's right, just like a babysitter. So the ants, they keep the eggs safe and bring them food until they hatch into who knows what? Yes, they hatch into caterpillars.
Moths, of course, are night creatures, yeah, and that they're drawn to the light. But we think that moths existed before butterflies, and then in one huge plot twist moment, there was a species of brown moth that left at night and evolved into a butterfly that decides to live in the sunshine.
It forms a chrysalis. Yep, a little house. It sort of looks like a dry, dead thing. Yeah, sometimes it looks like a dry leaf. Suddenly, several weeks go by, and then suddenly the butterfly breaks from its chrysalis. Now it has new eyes, a new mouth for a new kind of food, a new body, and new legs. Oh, yes, and now it also has wings.
The physical structure is broken down until it's nothing but this goo. It has no real form except the chrysalis cage that's protecting it.
Butterflies don't have stingers like a wasp or claws like a cat. One thing it can do to protect itself is eat things that taste nasty to their predators. So maybe a bird or a snake or a big fat toad. Don't try to eat it. Oh, butterflies can also have different colors of wings so they can disguise as something else. Oh, and butterflies can fly very, very fast in any direction they want to.
Did you know that butterflies who want to mate have flight patterns unique to their species? It's a scientific fact. The butterfly flirtation dance! So much more interesting than Dancing with the Stars.
Awesome, kids. Keep dancing. Okay. Oh, all right. I like that move. All right. Good job, guys.
Lepidoptera means scaly wings in Greek because their wings are covered in thousands of miniature scales which overlap in rows made from tiny filaments of, it's called chitin, the same hard substance that's in the chrysalis, fragile and also really strong, like a flying warrior.
Did you know that a butterfly can still fly if its wings are broken?
The transformation of a cycle never ever ends. Butterfly to agate to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly.
To egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly.
Temporary creatures.
Yet also somehow eternal.
I have hijacked this entire conversation. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. I probably sound like a documentary by David Attenborough. I am such a science geek. It is so exciting. The plans are just wonderful.
Yeah, so that's the scope of the project. I'm really glad you're on board, Anna. We still have to nail down the south slope access and make sure there are enough puddling areas for the males. Once the final plans are done and the last 10% of the funding comes through, cross your fingers, we can actually break ground.
Tell me what it's like working with Dr. Akiva.
I've only been here a semester, but she's exactly what you'd expect. I actually met her building butterfly gardens at underfunded elementary schools. That was 2 years ago now.
And your undergraduate school is a part of it? That's cool.
Actually, no. I took some time off school for personal reasons. You should see the photos they sent me from that project.
I will definitely take you up on that. Oh, and if it's not too personal, I was wondering if I can ask you something else.
About?
What made you choose this as a career? I mean, why butterflies?
Do you get that thing where people ask you your specialty and they're like, oh, that's so cute. Like you just put on your tutu for your dance recital?
Every single time. If I told them I was a specialist in tarantulas, scorpions, millipedes.
They'd smile politely while they tried not to vomit.
The most abundant and resilient life forms on the planet. But butterflies are our only good-looking poster child.
So you tell me, Anna, why butterflies?
Oh, why butterflies? Me? I guess I asked for that one. Okay. When I was 13 years old, someone close to me passed away, and the memorial service was held at Botanical Garden Complex. We were living in Florida at the time. Sorry, that's not important. I don't remember much about the service. I was numb with no feeling. But I do remember this. After the service, my family and a few of my brother's close friends for a full hour in the butterfly garden. Just us. Everything felt like time stood still there. The place was gigantic, but it was large enough for us to spread out, to have time to ourselves, maybe. My sisters kept on nagging to spend time with mom and dad, but I specifically told them not to because they want to spend time to themselves. We expected Jackson's death, you know. I mean, we knew he would, yeah, but still. Beforehand, they told us that butterflies would land on you if you wore bright colors. I didn't think it would be possible because I was too busy thinking, how did I wind up alone? I had wandered off from my sisters without even realizing it. And when I noticed that I was by myself, I felt like I was in my own little world where time froze, you know? I was sitting down, and I was wearing this lemon yellow and bright magenta silky print jacket over my black dress. Jackson loved that jacket, said it went well with my skin tone. And then he landed right in the crook of my elbow. Male Dryas ilia, also known as a Juliet butterfly, and I didn't know the species at the time, but later. Did you know that in one translation, the name Julia means forever young? He was so beautiful with the brightest saffron orange coloring I have ever seen, blinking his wings open and closed and open. So after that, I decided to tell my parents I wanted to study butterflies.
Did you tell them about your encounter with the...
No, and I don't believe in reincarnation theories. Honestly, that's just not me. But my time with that heartbreakingly magical creature, that was the way I could say goodbye to my brother. And it was between him and me, you know?
I do know, actually. Butterflies were important to someone I loved. The idea of transformation fascinated her. The idea that you could still be you, but be something completely brand new.
Oh, I really didn't mean to.
Oh, no apology necessary. She was a beautiful soul, and she made my world brighter. Sorry. Anyway, butterflies were her thing, and I was already looking for a career in biology, and it just made me feel closer to her somehow.
I bet she was lovely.
She was. Anyway, this is going to be a kick-ass project. I am so looking forward to working with you.
Maybe I can drop by next Friday?
I would love that.
What scares me is that someone or something can control you. The worst part is when you just can't fight back. You're paralyzed, you're trapped, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I went to my mother, who was supposed to be there to protect me. Her response, "This is something you don't tell other people." So then I was completely alone. And all I had left was regret for saying anything at all. Like that scene where the sea witch steals the mermaid's voice and locks it away. It brought me to a really dark place.
My idea of a nightmare is a world where people only see what they want and where everyone wears a mask, like a literal mask that has a big smile on it. A world where everyone is the same. A place that feels like a mix between a doctor's office and an amusement park. Maybe I say something, but my opinions don't get heard because people only hear what they want to hear. How are you supposed to protect yourself from that?
Did I tell you I'm taking a creative writing class this semester?
I knew you'd been keeping a journal.
Well, there's this line from a poem. It's just a class poem by someone. Anyways, silence creeps into my tongue from a mind that's screaming loud. That makes so much sense to me. That's what was happening in the restaurant. First, Anna was talking, and I think I was listening. And then the tiniest things, I don't know, it's like there was a switch inside my head, and then my mind is screaming, and I mean screaming loud, and my mouth doesn't work. Maybe I say something, but it doesn't even sound like my own voice.
You were triggered.
I was triggered. So what? I am normally an intelligent person. I do know how to talk.
So you spent the rest of the evening tongue-tied?
Well, no.
So?
I mean, I said some things, but it didn't feel like me, or it wasn't what I wanted to be saying.
So what words did you say? You said I said some things.
Anna said she wanted to know a little bit about me. So I found myself talking about my parents, my birth parents, my second set of parents, you know, the boy who lived freak.
What, like Harry Potter?
I don't know.
You want to try to unpack that a little bit? It's okay to go down the rabbit hole, Will. I'm not asking you to overthink it. I'm asking you to talk your way through it.
Well, it's hard to be 13 and an only child, and your parents are just dead in the blink of an eye.
Kind of like Mr. Potter. Sure, I will grant you that. But Harry was still a baby when his parents died, so you're not talking about that boy who lived, are you?
It was freaking hard for me. I was 13 and an only child, and my mom and dad are just gone, just like that. And then for Lee to go, I mean, the same fucking way. No warning, 110 miles an hour, all alone on a country highway. Game over. And I knew she was struggling. I knew she had manic moments. I knew she got depressed. I'm the one who...
You're the one who what? Well, finish it.
I'm the one who knew her best. I'm the one who saw how happy she was gonna be with Melanie, feeling like she was finally herself. She wanted to fly, okay? Lee really just wanted to soar away. Her spirit was so untamed, free. The last thing I said to her was so wrong.
We were at school?
We were at school. It was after the graduation ceremony. There were just so many people around. And everyone knew that she had dumped me as her boyfriend, and she was now dating this college girl. And then Lee says, people said ugly things to me, you know. And when they weren't saying it to my face, they were talking about me behind my back. And I know people were talking, because that's what people in a small town do. I knew what she wanted. Lee wanted me to say that I was happy for her, and I wanted to be, but Christ, I was hurting. I just got dumped by my girlfriend, and I lost one of my best friends at the same time.
And Lee said?
And Lee said, but we'll still be friends, won't we? And I said nothing. Nothing. My head was screaming with stuff, but I said nothing. But the words inside my head said, no fucking way, no fucking way, Lee. Because right now I wish that no, that's not it. Because right now I wish that you were dead. And then weeks later, she stopped reaching out. And I knew that. I should have reached out to connect with her. I should have said something, but I just didn't.
What did you want to say?
You will always be my friend. You will always, always be my friend, Lee. And I'm here whenever you need me.
We don't get to go back in time and fix something that's in the past. I know you know that. But regardless, when Lee's car hit that tree, it was not your fault. And you can live out what you know about friendship, which is a lot, by the way, into the future for the rest of your life. Lee's not here. But I think you need to hear yourself say those words you wish you'd been able to say back then. Take those words and live them forward. You will always, always be my friend, Lee. And I'm here when you need me.
Are you sure we can't just go back in time?
No time, Turner.
Right. The journal is helping a lot. Do you think Could I write her a letter?
You sure you're a business major?
Okay. I'll write a letter. Do other people ever feel like their voice is just stuck inside their head?
Well, I could tell you about my other clients, but then I'd have to kill you, so.
Okay. Do you ever get voices just stuck inside your head?
Growing up as a female-bodied person, being seen was more important than being heard. Or at least it was my experience in certain situations. But me, I was born a loud person, also the youngest sibling in my family, so I was never going to be seen while walking in the shadows of my sisters. So I knew I had to be heard in order to be who I am. In fact, full disclosure here, too much silence triggers my anxiety. But I'll tell you this. The gender spectrum that makes up my identity is something that shifts. It never feels the same way twice. But the people who matter most to me, they don't shift. Do I sometimes say the wrong thing? Yeah, but it's important for me to really be heard. And the people who matter most to me, they get that. They hear who I am, just me, mess and all. They don't do everything or say everything perfectly. But they are rock solid. You'll write the letter?
I will write the letter.
The voices in my head? Well, let's say the masculine, feminine, non-binary desires have always been a part of that inner monologue. The voice of who you are and what you are is something so different that they are pressed against each other in the mind. But I didn't realize that until I felt like it was too late for me to define myself. There was always a fear of giving yourself a label because it may not be the right one, but you think it is at the time.
The voices in my head are getting to me. I need to talk to my people. I have close friends who have always been there for me and will always be there for me. My dad is my biggest cheerleader. He's no radical, he's no activist, but he's in my corner.
One word of encouragement is worth 1,000 sketchy posts on social media. To say nothing of the cruel words I've gotten from people who came into my life before I sent them out of my life.
Lee came of age in the time when the idea of gender fluidity was visible in the world. But when my Aunt Missy was in med school, and starting her own medical practice, you were just gay or straight. And if you were bisexual, gay people thought you were betraying them by having it both ways, and straight people thought you were just dabbling in something because you were confused.
I didn't realize it until I felt like it was too late for me to redefine myself. There's always that fear of giving yourself a label because it may not be the right one, but you think it is the time.
Don't hear what I'm not saying. When you are not in a safe space, then for God's sake, stay safe. And that might mean staying silent. But you will learn the people that you can depend on for support. You just will.
All right, people, if you want to play, you gotta have something to say. Tonight's ante is your go-to comfort food.
Ice cream. No. Coffee. No. Can I have two?
A snowball peace tea.
Ah, impressive. I have no idea what that is. I go for apple juice.
Ah, apple juice. Are you 6?
Okay.
Ramen and fruit boba tea. Hold on. Brad, where's Rob? Y'all playing or not?
So what is bubba tea?
Rob's on the phone. Deal us out for now. But he likes strawberries.
How can you not know what boba tea is?
Look, I grew up in a town of 288 people, and all they drink is beer.
Habichuelas guisadas.
What?
Habichuelas guisadas, it's stewed beans.
Gross.
Do not mock my comfort food, you redneck moron. It's Puerto Rican, kind of tastes like Cajun red beans and rice, and it makes me happy, okay?
Whatever. I still hate beans. No me gusta las beanos. And besides, it's not like you're Hispanic or Latinx or whatever it is.
Excuse me?
That's rude, man. Cut it out.
What? Look, there were only white people eating white food in my hometown.
Dude.
I mean, I don't even know what this Chinese card game is.
This is not a Chinese card game, Martin. Tianlan is from Vietnam.
Are you okay today? You look like you got something on your mind.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I just have some things I've been thinking about, but no worries. Come on, let's go play.
Mom, I'm not mad. I'm just saying I didn't know you were still dating the guy. And I didn't want to be like dad over again. Okay, then forget I asked. Things with me? I have a great boyfriend. And I haven't flunked out yet. Uh-huh. Don't sound so surprised, Mom. Did I tell you that Will is still seeing that girl, Anna? No, he seemed to be more like the old Will. Mom, do you get a letter from the parole board that Dad is up for parole next month? I know you feel that way, but hold on, Mom. Actually, I gotta go now. Love you too.
Want to talk about it?
So, just tell it like it is, Robert. My dad is in prison.
He writes you letters.
He writes me letter in prison. I didn't grow up in a perfect home. You don't want to know why my dad is in prison? And that part of the whole shit show is my fault?
Well, actually, I do want to know, but I don't need to know right now. But in the interest of being perfectly honest, I should let you know that today is Thursday. And I brought you your mail.
You brought me?
Robbie, nobody grows up in a perfect home. Nobody. You don't have to read it now.
Maybe I shouldn't keep throwing them away. Is that what you're saying? Thank you. You heading to campus?
Yeah. Principles of auditing. I hate night classes with a red hot, fiery passion. I'll see you after.
I love you.
I'll take that as a yes. Oh, hey, Dee.
Hi, Danny. You look freezing, girl.
I didn't wear a coat because I didn't think it was going to get so dang cold outside, and Drew was supposed to pick me up after class, but he never showed up, and then my phone battery died, and so the best thing I could think of was to walk over here.
Here, wear my hat. I'm getting my car and driving you home.
No, really, you don't have to do that. Oliver can take me home later.
Here's the thing, Danny. I'm angry that because you're frozen because somebody else screwed up. And I'd rather just take you home instead of hanging around until someone, maybe your husband, comes along and I pick a fight with him, which I later regret.
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me!
What I miss?
Oh.
What did I miss? What the heck
But
just
that's because you
happened?
two are all moony-eyed. No wonder you both missed it.
Those were the suckiest cards ever. I had no chance in hell. Girl, I am going to get a hot chocolate.
I have never been moony-eyed in my entire life.
I have no idea what that word means.
Right, but I am feeling a little third-wheelish, so.
No. Oh no. Tell me that's the time. Stupid. I meant to tell you I was supposed to be home by 6:15, or there was no way I can get the paperwork done on the.
Slow down. Look, you're gonna send your blood pressure through the roof, but it still won't make time go backwards. You'll do what you can, and.
No, I told Dr. Akiva that I would have these orders processed tomorrow. And if I don't get the orders placed by 7 p.m.,
Hey,
then
give
I'm going to
yourself
have.
a little grace. Look, call her and explain. Maybe it's fine. Next week's no problem.
I told her that I would have these done.
Might be panicking for nothing. Can you call her?
And tell her that I let her down?
Well, it is possible that you're overthinking this. Am I wrong?
I just hate telling her that I screwed up. But maybe it's not a complete emergency. I could
take a deep breath and call her.
Oh, Danny, why are you calling from Rob's phone? Okay, I'm coming over. No, Danny, I am coming over. Charlie, mi amiga, would you mind watching things for a few minutes? Family emergency.
No problem. Go.
Gracias, you're the best.
Joe fucked up, didn't he? He was kind of out with me last night. There was a lot of beer involved.
Is something wrong?
Nah, Oliver just had to go help his sister with something.
Oh, okay. Hey, what did Dr. Akiva say?
Everything is fine. And now you have seen some of my shit. Congratulations.
No worries, really. Come on, let's go talk.
You know I didn't mean anything, right? About your Mexican beans?
I'm not sure I know what you're saying.
I'm saying I was being a dick. And I'm sorry I was being a dick. And I really would love to try your comfort food. Maybe. Except that I really do hate beans, but it is nothing personal.
I am truly overwhelmed by your open-mindedness, Martin. But let's back up and get one thing straight. You call this Puerto Rican a Mexican again, you're gonna have some trouble. I'm very stupid.
Martin, I've been waiting all day. Do you have it?
Hi, Hunter. What's up, man?
What's up? Jesus, you're a piece of work.
Oh, wait. It is Thursday, isn't it?
For the love of... You forgot, Martin? No wonder I never got anything from you. You fucking forgot? Do you have any of it done?
Right, yeah, about that. Funny story. I was pulling the demographics for the target market, like we said.
Because I can't do the demand forecast without the target demographics.
Obviously, and I had it mostly done, so I could send it to you by Thursday, today. But I may or may not have had an issue with my hard drive, which my brother is currently fixing. Look, I'm gonna get it done, Hunter. I'll get it to you by tomorrow. And besides, the presentation isn't until Tuesday, right? It's not that big of a deal. It'll be fine, Hunter. It'll be, trust me, this is all going to be fine.
I did trust you.
Calm down, dude.
I've got other commitments, and I've only got a set amount of time that I can give to this thing. But I can't do my share of the project because yours isn't done.
Which I explained, and which isn't my fault. Look, I had everything complied.
You mean compiled?
I had everything compiled, and in Notepad. When my laptop crashed, whoop, poof, all gone. But I'm pretty sure I remember most of what...
Why are you using Notepad? The school provides you with Microsoft Word, Office, Excel, everything.
It does.
Oh, God.
Hold on, keep it together, Hunter. There is good news here.
God, this is painful. This would go so much quicker if I had a cattle prod. What is the good news?
Yeah, now, I may not want to share my good news right now if you have plans to electrocute me.
Martin!
Okay. The good news is, at least now I know I have word.
Hot chocolate for Hunter, extra whipped cream on the house.
I give up.
Oliver will be back soon. And then you and I are going to go over to Will and Rob's where we will have one beer. Martin is going to meet me here tomorrow with his cleaned up laptop, and I am going to set him up with Word, and he's going to send you the demographics.
I'm going to send you the demographics by noon.
I've got to get out of here. Charlie, I will see you at Rob's place. Hunter has left the building.
You gotta love a group project. Am I right?
A peacemaker tells everyone to quiet down and not speak at once. Then everyone can be heard and voice their opinions.
If you pick one person, you can focus on them, just them. And then once you understand what they're trying to say, you can listen to somebody else. That's turning noise into harmony.
Everything has been said before, but since nobody listens, we must always go back to the beginning and say it again. That wasn't me. It just says I hear my textbook. It's good stuff though, right?
This dude. And then he says, I really do hate beans, but it's nothing personal.
I thought I hated the guy, but he's just harmless, isn't he?
Harmless? Martin is a puppy who hasn't been house trained yet. Not a malicious bone in his body, but he'll shit anywhere.
And on anything.
You guys know Oliver's sister, Danny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, Martin, he hangs out with Joe, Danny's husband.
Yeah, Martin said he was out bar hopping with Joe last night.
I think there's something wrong with Joe because Danny
There
was
probably is something wrong with Joe, but that's none of your business, Rob.
You just got it.
Hey, why isn't Anna here?
She wanted to use the printer at the library. Finish something tonight, so be ready to go in the morning.
That girl's kind of OCD about stuff.
Everyone's weird about their own stuff, which you should know. But yeah, no, she's got more anxiety in her than I realized.
Which you recognize, of course, because you're a neurotic mess who could overthink the plot of Sesame Street.
You saw her, Charlie, right? It was damn close to a panic attack. When I dropped off at the library, I said, tell me what's worrying you the most. I'd like to know. You know what she said? She said, would you? Why would you? You wouldn't. Would you?
What did you say?
I didn't. I just gave her a hug.
Good move. Sometimes people feel like they're alone even if they look like they're living the golden life.
Damn.
What? I get stuff. I'm not stupid. Maybe Anna feels like she's got something to prove.
Prove what? To who?
To whom?
Shut up,
Charlie.
Anna doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. I'm here when she needs me,
no matter what. Anyways, she promised she'd stop working by 11 o'clock, and I am bringing her ice cream.
Stop right there. You sound different. What have you done with my roommate? Because you sound happy.
Oh, no, I am silly basket case. There's no worries there.
Good to know.
But yes, I am feeling more like myself. Sometimes you're just lucky enough to have that game changer moment, I guess.
Are you serious? Let me look in your eyes. Oh my God. You serious?
Robert, you're being weird.
No, I'm not. Wait here. I'm supposed to give you something. I've been waiting a fucking long time.
What's he doing?
Will? Shit. This is harder than I thought. Will, can I talk to you for a minute?
Hey, it's a party.
Hey, but no, I'm leaving to go see my girlfriend.
After I give him something. Over here, man.
Come on, Hunter. You have to help Martin fix his mess tomorrow morning.
Oh, Microsoft.
I get home, everyone rushes out the door. What does this mean?
It means I usually say stupid ass things when I'm tired. And so I shall depart. Bye, boys. Hunter has left the building.
Thank you, Robbie. I never expected that.
I know, man. Melanie only gave it to me the other day. So Lee had written the letter, but she never sent it before. You're gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
You don't have to read it now. You can put it in your back pocket. You can read it later.
Thanks, Rob.
Home sweet home. Hi. Can we talk?
Trapped.
Alone in a crowd.
Alone among friends.
Overthinking a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're thinking.
Yas.
Sweet home.
Escape.
Sanctuary.
Never good enough.
Trapped.
Alone in a crowd.
Alone among friends.
Overthinking a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're thinking.
Yas.
Sweet home.
Escape.
Sanctuary.
Never good enough.
Trapped.
Alone in a crowd.
Alone among friends.
Overthinking a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're
Yas.
Sweet home.
Escape.
Sanctuary.
Never good enough.
Trapped.
Overthinking
Alone in a
a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're
Among
thinking.
friends.
Alone in
Overthinking
a
a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're thinking. Overthinking a situation that isn't really a situation, but that's what you're
Among
thinking.
friends.
Trapped. Sorry again, Robert. No, I mean it.
Danny.
I'll call you later when everything is settled. Come in.
Whew, it smells like garbage in here.
Sorry, I haven't really had a chance to tidy things up.
Where's Joe?
I don't know. He was supposed to pick me up after he got off work, but he never showed up, and I tried calling him, but
And he didn't pick up?
he just got caught up in something. I'll try him again later. You should go back to the shop, though. Who's even watching the shop?
Are you okay? I'm making you tea.
I'm fine. I don't have time to be sick right now.
You're not fine. Come on, Danny, you've been killing yourself over school and work. Plus, you rushed into this marriage thing without even thinking.
Don't lecture, Ollie. I said I'm fine. We've been together since middle school, and I know him, okay? Joe's just going through something right now. You don't have to worry about my marriage against my personal business.
I'm your brother, Danielle, but if I'm not supposed to worry about you, then who's going to? Your husband left you in the cold for hours and you had to have Rob drive you home. Now you're sick and Joe's nowhere to be seen. Oh. Why don't you just tell me what's going on?
I'm just tired. I don't know. Everything is messed up right now.
Can you tell me why? Is it Joe?
No! I mean, maybe? I don't know what's going on. I was happy and I thought getting married was the next step after being so happy. We had this plan that we would go to college together, but Joe hated college. And see, the thing is, Joe is really good at fixing things with his hands, but I want to finish my degree, and now recently he doesn't seem to care about anything anymore.
Hasn't he been drinking a lot?
He's always drinking, but I don't know. He's not himself. He's angry no matter what I do, but I'm not a quitter. I can't just cut and run when life gets hard. Do you think that I made the right decision?
Look, I can't tell you if it's right or not. I can only tell you what I see. And what I see is a girl that's not happy. And because she's my little sister, I'll do whatever it takes to see that smile again.
I'm back.
Where were you? You left her in the cold for hours. For crying out loud, you smell like a country song that's been pickled in beer or vomit. I can't tell what's going on with you.
Aggressive, man? Can't you see that I'm sad? And when you're sad, you drink.
This is embarrassing.
You look ice cold. Joe, where's the car?
Oh, I think I just walked a park away, but I can't really say I've been walking a long time, Danny.
What happened?
What happened? I got fired. That's what happened.
Oh, God.
My question is, why weren't you here?
Honey, I was in class until 7 and then my phone battery died.
You people are all the same.
No, that's not it, Joe.
Moving on and all that.
People have priorities. Just because you don't have any doesn't mean you could just blame everyone else for your problems.
That's enough, Ollie.
Why is he here? You do not need to be in my house, and you know nothing about my life. He needs to leave.
All right then. Come on, Danny. You stay with me until this dude gets his act together. Danny?
No, Oliver.
Danny, I'm so fucking sad.
Do you know what you're doing?
I've got this. All he's gonna do is pass out tonight. I'll talk to him in the morning.
Okay, sis. Take the wheel.
Sound energy is a type of wave motion. We are heard by others when we talk because of the sound energy we produce. Vibrating molecules in the air hit our eardrums, which enable us to hear others talk.
Sound travels through air. Just like a stone thrown in a lake makes waves in the water, sound waves are little variations of air pressure that ripple through the air.
Also, since outer space is a vacuum, there are no molecules to vibrate. So, in space, no one can hear you scream. Holy shit! That is a dope tagline. Someone write that down. Write that down!
The energy comes from the muscles around our lungs. Those muscles compress the lungs to expel air out of our mouth. The air passes through the vocal folds, which can take various shapes to create different pitches. Our mouths can also take different shapes to play with the airflow. We produce different sounds by making use of the lips, the teeth, the palate, the alveolar ridge, the nasal cavities, and the tongue.
Any energy can be transformed into sound energy if you have the right tools available. For example, wind energy can be transformed into sound energy if you have a flute or even some wind chimes.
And so, in summary, I'll refer you to Dr. Joseph Holt, a prominent researcher at Loughborough University, who says sound energy is transmitted as microscale vibrations in a medium. For example, your voice travels through the air by vibrating the air molecules against each other, while also moving further and further away from the source, your mouth. This is a form of mechanical energy or kinetic movement energy. Heat energy, on the other hand, is vibrations at the atomic level. The hotter something is, the more the molecules move, which in turn is a form of kinetic energy. However, this atomic movement happens at a much smaller scale than sound. Now, as a general principle, sound energy will produce heat energy. If we think of a microphone, for example, which picks up small vibrations in the air and converts them into electrical signals that we can process and listen to, the piece of the microphone that moves due to the vibrations in the air is receiving kinetic energy. But a part of this energy will be converted into heat due to the friction between the molecules in the microphone. A loudspeaker, which works just like a microphone only in reverse, will do the same. Here, electrical pulses are converted into the mechanical movement of the speaker, which in turn causes the air to vibrate, producing sound. This sound can be picked up through our ears, which are, of course, biological microphones, and the speaker components that move will gain some heat in the process. Finally, the medium through which sound travels, be it air, water, or something else, will actually gain heat in the process. The amount is quite small, but it is there nonetheless. This is in part why sound does not travel forever, since some of the kinetic energy is absorbed by the medium through which sound travels. Oh, and of course, there is no sound in outer space, because outer space is a vacuum. So, in space, no one can hear you scream. Great movie. Such a great movie. Okay, since there are no further questions, I will be seeing you on Friday for your exam.
Stolen with absolutely no permission whatsoever from numerous public posts on Reddit and Quora. No purchase necessary and was prohibited by law.
Quadruple?
Mike.
Drop.
I want to talk about it, but there's just so much.
Well, you don't have to tell me all at once, but you can't not tell me. How about this? What if you tell me something about you, and I'll tell you something about me?
Seriously? I'm pretty sure I have your whole life memorized by now.
Then it seems I need to play catch up. Besides, I still have a few secrets.
Okay, I'm game. You go first.
All right. Something about me that you don't know is that I can't stand Edgar Wright films.
You're not serious. Not even Baby Driver?
We are being honest. I've never seen Baby Driver. Rob? Oh God, I broke my boyfriend. Breathe, breathe.
Oh, those movie nights. Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim, all those films. You didn't enjoy any of them?
No. But I enjoyed the time I spent with you, which is what matters.
I mean, I guess so. But Baby Driver, are you sure?
It's enough of that. It's your turn now.
So, something you don't know about me, something you don't know about me and my family. You know those things you're not just supposed to blur out in public? Mommy, look at that fat lady stuff. That was me. Except that at home it was different.
I still don't understand what you think you did wrong.
I shouldn't have ever made you deal with my...
Oh, deal with your waving hands. Deal with your crazy... Look, you didn't make me deal with your waving hands. I offered to help. There's a difference. No, stop. No more apologies from you. Just let a man eat his ice cream in peace. Ice cream makes a lot of things better. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that when you held me and it didn't make me feel worse than I already was feeling, it helped. Here's something you need to know about me. I'm the one in my family. I'm the one who always puts things together for everyone, meaning I can't lose it. Not ever.
Okay. And this is a family rule?
And here's something else you need to know. And it's one of those awkward things where you don't know when the right time to say it.
I've got some experience with that. It's okay to just stammer your way through it.
I have 2 sisters. And I had a brother named Jackson, who died almost 10 years ago. Jackson had cancer. I was 13 when he died, the same age as...
The same age as I was when my folks passed away.
Yeah. There are a lot of unspoken family rules when a kid has cancer. Don't talk about the elephant in the room unless it's absolutely necessary. Never recklessly say, I hate you, or I wish you were dead. And don't expect a normal birthday celebration when your beautiful big brother is having a relapse because your parents are clinging onto your sanity by one very thin thread. And don't expect mom to listen to you whine about your homework because you're not going through chemo, so you don't have the right to complain about anything.
Anna, I am so sorry. Is there a rule about making a mistake on something you told your boss you get done by Friday? Are you okay?
Dr. Akiva had forgotten the entire thing. She didn't even know what I was talking about.
You were so worried you were letting her down, but I don't think there's a rule for that. Maybe there's a rule that says ask for help if you need it. And I think there's a rule about giving yourself a break, Anna.
Well, I have very little experience with those 2 rules.
And I'm okay with that. But I'm gonna need some guidelines in a certain area.
And please don't have another public meltdown in the middle of a coffee shop.
That is a ridiculous rule. Girl, no. This guideline would be something along the lines of, can Will hug his girlfriend if she wants to be held? Because it makes me very, very sad to hear about your brother Jackson. And because I would like to tell you about my friend, Lee, who I loved very much, and who I just found out today had written me a letter that she never got the chance to send.
Some crazy miracle, Will's uncle was able to keep the whole debacle out of the newspaper, which was really nice of him to, to care about a stupid kid who doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
God. Robbie. You know, you're right that people don't change just because you tell them to.
Yeah.
But people can change. People, when they're in recovery,
They write letters and shit to the people they've hurt to make amends. Step 8 and step 9 out of 12 steps.
When they're trying to get clean and sober and turn their lives around, it's what they do. At the risk of... No, that's not right. There is no risk here. You know, your friend Will, he's a pretty perceptive guy, even if he's not that attractive. So, the other night he gave me these. He wanted to give you a second chance to trash them, unless you decided to open them.
I think I'll like it if you read, but I'm not promising.
You can stop whenever. Just say. Dear Robert, I've made many mistakes in the past that I'm not proud of, especially after I lost my job. I made some choices that I will regret for the rest of my life. Go on.
It was a therapeutic trip, Lily. I needed it to figure out how to breathe again. At one location, the ecosystem wasn't able to support the butterflies until a few days before we showed up. You should see the photos of how everything looks now. God, it was hard work, but the place is thriving with new life. You were the brightest light I ever saw, you know? Your lows were low, you have to grant me that, but your highs are so high, love. I still see you in the paintings on my wall. I hear you in the radio and the trashy pop songs used to scream at me. Rod Stewart, right? Thank you for holding the rope to pull me out of the hole that I had dug for myself. I miss you, butterfly.
The space of feeling is calm and lonely. It feels warm, but yet it also feels cold. You know you're making progress, but when you least expect it, you fall backwards into pain or into fear.
If I could go back in time to correct my wrongs, I certainly would. But I can't do that. So correcting my wrongs starts now. Just know that I'm truly sorry. Forgiveness is up to you, not me. But I would be an even worse jackass if I didn't ask you for it. Love, Dad.
Okay, people, Oliver is not here today because he is preparing for our first ever all-night tournament, which is tonight at 7 p.m. Woohoo!
All right.
What Saf is trying to say is that Oliver is sleeping.
So, Danny will be helping out as barista, and I am your new game master.
I am voting for Sleepy to be a part of every job description. Wait, is that actually a thing? Shut the front door. Can I get a tax deduction for a new mattress?
Okay, so while you do your research on this, do you want a sandwich? Because I'm getting a sandwich.
Okay, today's ante is Would You Rather, my own special recipe. Anna, pass or play.
Definitely play. Come on, hit me.
Elton John or Billy Joel?
I am picking a playlist, right? I'm not picking someone to, because that's really gross, Sapphire.
Obviously, sheesh! For your playlist.
Okay. Billy Joel then. Better lyrics.
No Elton? Okay. You be you, babe. Hit me, Saf.
For Will. Donkey or giraffe?
Sapphire, I do not think you know how this game works.
Yes, I do. Would you rather your only mode of transportation be a donkey or giraffe?
Giraffe.
This is very disappointing because I see no hope for getting a tax deduction for my new mattress. Where's my sandwich?
You never answer me. Oh, brother. I'll go get you a sandwich.
Hey, Danny, are there any cinnamon rolls left back there? I have $5. Keep the change.
Danny, I went and talked to my boss, like we said. Martin, privacy.
Nothing to see here but the cinnamon roll. Thanks, Danny.
Hold on 1 second, Robert. What did he say?
Oh, he made me go talk to this new head of HR, some black bitch that wouldn't listen to anything I said.
What the fuck did you just say?
No, we are not having another queer intervention today.
What's going on here?
Well, I am trying to talk to my wife. I don't know what this faggot thinks he's doing.
Everything all right over here?
Danny, look at this. This shit is exactly what my world is like. What? Everyone's thinking it, but I've got the guts to say it.
What shit are you talking about, Joe?
Lefty professors and people who butt into things that are none of their business. People like me can be discriminated against too, you know. All I said, for the record, was that the woman in HR wouldn't listen to anything I said.
That black bitch in HR was what I heard. And you were even a little bit drunk right now. Maybe you want to rethink what you're implying.
Oh, so now you're the alcohol police?
Rob, I need to talk to you for a minute.
What?
Excuse me.
1 minute.
Excuse me, everyone. I have more questions here for Would You Rather. I think these are some really great questions.
Sapphire.
Okay, I'll just go give Oliver a call.
Thanks, Saf. It's Joe, right? Hi, Joe. I'm Will. We haven't really met.
Joe, this is my friend Will from my entrepreneurship class. Oh, hi, Anna. Joe, this is my friend Anna from my entomology
Thanks,
class.
Martin. Could I talk to Joe?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Danny, the cinnamon roll was just delicious.
Martin, go sit somewhere else, dude. Nice guy, that Martin. Joe, this is my girlfriend, Anna.
Hi.
I was just thinking, Joe, sometimes people don't talk because they have something to say. Sometimes they talk because they need someone to listen to them.
Robert, please. Joe is in a really bad place right now.
And I was just telling him that before he takes out his sword to slay the dragon, that maybe he'd want to talk to you, Danny.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I do have to say something if I think that drunken racist is going to hurt somebody.
Good point. But you know, words are powerful. So all I'm saying is choose your words carefully.
I'm uncomfortable with how Joe is talking about other people. Danny, I may have to respond. Are you okay with that?
Let me try first, okay?
All right. We're right here if you need anything. We've got your back.
Well, look at you, Professor. Sometimes people don't talk because they have something to say. Is that some fancy way of saying what I say doesn't matter?
No. Are you saying that if I talk differently than you, we can't just have a conversation?
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have a goddamn stick up your butt.
Can I just say something here? I was told that not to make waves, to mind my own business if it doesn't involve me. Keep my head down, yeah? So, Joe, I'm not ever going to pretend to know what it's like for you to talk about your black boss about your job, because I don't know anything about you.
But I'm not gonna let anyone get hurt here. So, Joe, if you're gonna throw hateful words around talking about people like Anna, I can't just say nothing.
I wasn't even talking about her.
Here's the thing, Joe. I do know that whether you break somebody's stuff on purpose or whether you break somebody's stuff on accident, that thing is still going to be broken. And while I don't want to break your stuff, I don't want my stuff to get broken either. Just one more thing. Your problem about your boss or whatever, that's your business. But your angry words about black bitch makes me feel small and really scared. And that's not right.
Joe, if you come in here yelling about black bitches...
I wasn't yelling!
Well, if you come in here and talk very loudly and angrily about black bitches and interfering faggots, then we have a serious fucking problem. I'm sorry, everyone. Really. Thank you for saying something.
You know I don't mean anything by all that.
Actually, I don't know that.
What? You know me, Danny. I don't understand what you're trying to say to me right now.
What I'm trying to say is that you've got a lot of hurt and maybe some hate in you right now, and we're not going to pretend that you don't.
Okay.
Okay? What is that?
Okay, maybe you and I should... God, I don't know how to do this.
Well, neither do I. So are we going to try and figure it out?
Do we have to do this in front of all these people?
No, but you should know that these people have my back.
Is everything okay here, Danny?
Everything's okay for now. Joe and I are heading home. Talk to you tomorrow, Robert.
You have my number. Call me. Or I'll be calling you.
I'm proud of you.
You don't think he's gonna...
Burn their house down? No, I don't think he's gonna burn their house down. In fact, I don't even think he's been drinking. I think he's just angry. And people feel angry when they're upside down in their lives. But I think Danny can handle the next step.
Did I say enough?
Who said the conversation's over? So, can I,
Can you what?
Can I have my sandwich now?
Oh, sorry. Looked like I kind of smashed it a little.
Well.
Yeah.
Am I a total failure if I ask you to hold me right now?
Do you want to have a public meltdown first? Because I'm okay if you do. Okay. What is this package you've been guarding with your life?
Oh, God, I was so worried.
You were worried?
Stop it. This is a painting that's going to be used for the opening for the garden in the spring. And if it gets damaged, no, don't overthink this, Anna. Wait till you see it, Will. It's the most beautiful, most heart-stopping thing. It's Molly's paint. She said we could use it for the...
Melanie paints?
No, no. It belongs to Molly, but it was painted by someone she loved who isn't with us anymore. It's a painting of a butterfly, but it also looks like...
It's a butterfly transforming into a woman, and she's flying.
What? How'd you... But also, Will, it's a Julia butterfly, Trias Ilia. Did you know that the name Julia means forever young?
Yeah, yes, I think I do know that, Anna Lee. Lee, I got your letter. It's been 2 years, but I got it and I read it. I don't know if you know how much it means to me, how much I needed to hear you forgive me for what I didn't say at graduation. I regret that I never got to stand up for you, for your choices and for your identity. It seems like a lifetime ago, like I was just a kid. Even so, I knew you didn't intend on hurting me by choosing Melanie, but it still hurt. And if I'm honest, I was angry. Angry that I had to deal with the horrible things that people said about me. And I barely even thought about what you were going through. I'm so sorry for that, my friend. I wish that I had done things differently. I still really, really miss you, Lee. You will always be one of the most special people that I have ever known. Fly free. Will.
Reflection on 9 Kinds of Silence by Paul Goodman.
Not speaking and speaking are both human ways of being in the world, and there are kinds and grades of each.
There's the mute silence of slumber or apathy.
Sober silence that has a solemn animal face.
The fertile silence of awareness, pasturing a soul, producing new thoughts.
The alive silence of alert perception, ready to say, this.
The musical silence that accompanies absorbed activity.
The silence of listening to another speak, catching the drift, and helping him be clear.
The noisy silence of resentment and self-recrimination, loud in subvocal speech, but sullen to say it.
Baffled silence.
The silence of peaceful accord with other persons or communion with the cosmos.
Once upon a time,
there were half-grown people who lived in darkness
and could not find their way out. There finally came a day
when she heard herself speaking in her own voice.
He heard it, faint as it was, but it was there.
And it was coming from the mirror.
For the first time, there was no cringing at what they see.
We finally see ourselves.
Not as broken, but as something else entirely.
As the grown-ass people, our 6-year-old selves always dreamed they'll be.
And here we sit, speaking words that nobody taught us.
Sharing with our trusted people.
That which once was hidden, the voices in the void.